Hi there, welcome to this class on image tracing and Recolor artwork with Adobe Illustrator. My name is Harshit and I am a course instructor for this class. This class introduces you to the advanced image tracing techniques in Illustrator where you will learn with completely practical lessons. In this class, you will be learning tracing real-life objects and images such as fruits, vegetables, animals, and equipment. Using various presets such as multicolor tracing, high and low fidelity, alpha channel, and grayscale tracing. You will also learn to recolor a traced image and convert it to the beautiful artwork and a poster. If you are curious to learn this amazing design skill, start learning right now. See you in the class. Hi, welcome back friend. Here in this practical exercise, you're learning about image trace function in Adobe Illustrator. So let's do it. This is a beginner level lesson. So here we will be just learning how to trace an image. So let's take an object image of a banana. It is shot with a simple DSLR with a plain background. You can take any image for tracing. Here the lighting was poor, so the color looks a little bit gray. So don't worry, we will trace everything. So tracing allows you to render an image into different vector forms. So actually an image is a pixel form and you can convert it into vectors and can use it anywhere from animations to VFX and a lot of different domains. You can use it for graphic design and other functions. So just go to Windows and select image trace option to trace an image. Once you have placed an image, you have to go to image trace option. There are multiple ways to get to the tracing option. You can also choose the workspace for tracing or you can manually draw it from Windows. So when you try to trace in the default way, it will do with the alpha channel. Otherwise, you got a lot of presets to choose from. So there are various options: high fidelity, low fidelity, multiple colors, shades of color, and so on. So let's choose a 6-color trace option. So it will trace an image and convert it into vectors with 6 different colors. When you increase the number of colors, uh, it will trace it in a better way. So this is the final image that we have generated. You can change the number of colors from the toggle switch, or you can manually provide the number of colors you want. So more number of colors will add more detail to your image. Less number of colors would be less detailed. So our banana, the trace banana, when we trace with a less number of colors, it looks like an old animated game from 80s or 90s. So when we used to play various games in the 90s, the games were designed by tracing real world objects and converted into vectors that has been used for animation purpose. These days, there are advanced CGI method, so it is not used. But tracing is used for graphic design, so you can perform various tracing options here. You can choose different presets, and based on your requirement, you can go with anyone. When you choose a larger number of colors, it will be detailed, and simply few designers choose less fidelity to get little details. So, say here we got dots on the banana. If you want to remove, you can remove it. So in the coming exercises, you'll be learning more about tracing options in Illustrator. So keep learning and keep practicing. Hi, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson, you're learning more options about tracing. Let's do it. So here just import a different image. This time we have an object image of a tomato in the white background isolated. So here we can trace it in 3 different ways. First, you got a trace option right on the dashboard. So you can trace, but it will trace in the default settings. So here alpha is default. Another way is to choose a workspace. You can choose a tracing workspace and you got all the options that you get from Windows for tracing on the right hand side. So here We can trace it into different ways. We got multiple presets. So let's trace in 6 color. So when we trace in 6 color, it doesn't look very good. Although there are only 2 colors, but different shades of the color are important. So our tomato is in red color with the white background with different shadows. So let's try different tracing methods. When you increase the number of colors in your traced image, it will add more details. Although everything will be in vector, so no need to worry about the size. Here we got with tracing with 12 colors, so you can increase the color or you can change a different way. So when you want to have 256 colors, you can go with high fidelity setting, so preset. So when you trace in the high fidelity, it will keep 256 colors for an image in the vector format. So it will take a little bit more time than 6 trace and other. It looks almost identical to the pixelated version of the image, but it is not the pixel form, it is a vector form. You can take the low fidelity, it will be similar but with less colors. So it looks like a oil painting. So it is very well decorated image. So you can get a very detailed difference between the colors and shades. So it almost looks like an oil colored or wax kind of look. So when you want to create an image or a graphics design which have an oil paint color or waxy look, you can go with a low fidelity tracing. When you trace with a 3 color or very few color, the image looks like an alpha channel or something from outer space or very low resolution. So it doesn't work here. You can choose black and white with a high range of gray scale colors. Gray scales are also important when you want to add details. Sometimes you might require a vintage look, so an old vintage would be better incorporated with black and white shades. So at that point of time, you can go with that. Otherwise, you got different presets as well: 6 color, custom, alpha channel, and more. Once you have tried all the presets, just try all the presets, different presets applied on various kinds of images. I'm using an object photography with an isolated background. You can also take a different background. I've taken the isolated object image because it will have generally one kind of monotonous colors. So banana was in yellow and shades of yellow. So the tracing would be a proper way. It will require less number of colors but will give you a better result. So tracing with 6 or 12 colors for a banana with isolated object would be easy and distinguishable when compared to something noisy background with multiple colors, because the background will also require tracing as well. Otherwise you can just crop an image out and trace the thing you want actually. Just try every preset and keep learning and keep moving ahead. You will learning more about tracing in the coming exercises. Hi, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're learning advanced tracing option in Illustrator. So here we will be not just tracing an image, we will be changing the entire color scheme of the image. So here we have an image of a monkey family. So here is a macaque monkey family from South Asia, and we'll be just cropping this image to take the selection of only monkeys. We don't want everything from the background. A little bit background is okay, but not everything. So here just put an square image. We can create a poster out of this image. So here we got this thing, and just relocate your image, reposition it accordingly. Take the full size. So here you know what to do next. Just go to image trace option, select your image, and here we'll be using low fidelity trace option. So when we trace with a low fidelity, it will have 256 colors. See here, it will be tracing it. So just have a look how the result is generated. It will take a few little time based on your processor. So it will generate an oil painting like vector. It will look almost identical to the original image, but it looks like it has been painted in different shades. So here we have the monkey family. It looks very pretty. So when we want to create a poster, say with monkeys in blue color or green color of 6 or 5 different shades, how you can recolor the art. So you need to follow a few steps in order to recolor your artwork. First, you would require to create outlines, then ungroup, then we will be recoloring the artwork. So don't worry, just follow the steps accordingly. So here we can check other tracing methods as well. So you can trace. So earlier with a low fidelity trace, you got 256 colors. So it will be very tedious work to recolor all the colors. So here we generated in 6 color. So 6 color would be easy to repaint. So this brown shade of 6 color doesn't look very cool, but when we have to design a poster, it will be helpful. So here we can generate outlines by this option. So here we can create outlines with the shape, outlines without the shape. Just go to the outlines with shape. And next, we just need to expand. The option that is next to the outline view, there is an expand option. You just need to click on expand. So when you click expand, it will allow you to ungroup and recolor the artwork. So just right click an image and do ungroup. So after we have ungrouped various components, now it's time to recolor the artwork. You can go to the recolor option placed next to this color option. So here you got 6 different colors because we have traced an image with 6 colors. So one by one we will be changing the color of this color component of this image. So here just go to the new color option, just double click it to change the color. Just reposition your artwork option so that your image would be clearly visible. So you can decide which color to choose. So here let's try with a green color scheme. So just take a darker color and replace it with a darker shade of a different color. So here we are replacing it with the green color. So just one by one, moving a little bit closer to the brighter shade. You can copy the same hex code of the image and just remove the color point, color selection option a little bit towards the brighter tones. So this way we have changed 3 colors. You can follow your own technique of choosing the color. You can go to the color schemes from websites like color.adobe.com or anywhere else. So I will be doing it in a simple manner. So here we got green monkeys. So we have changed the color shades. It looks like a real image with a different color shade. So the green color, when you want to design a poster, you can use it. Even in some branding consciousness campaigns, you can also use. So after you have changed the color and saved it, the new color will be overwritten. So next time when you want to change the color, the original color won't be available anymore. So now let's replace it for the blue colors because we want to create a final blue monkey poster. So here just do the same thing, replace dark shade of green with dark shade of blue and light shade of green to light shade of blue. A better way is to choose a combination of blue and little bit indigo or violet color. So I'll be using a combination of these two colors, mid tones between these things. So here we will be repainting. You can also go with a 12 color or 16 color fidelity. So in that case, you want to change different ways, different colors, but the final image would be more decent looking. So it depends on your project and your ideas. So this way you can create. I've always wondered how people easily create this kind of posters, but now we know how to do it. So just take any shots, go to the world, and just replace the colors of everything you see. So here we have created save monkey campaigns for the blue color of monkeys. You can highlight different entities, say here eyes and face with an emphasis, and you can write different text here. So I'll be writing a blue monkey text, and just change the color from black to white so it will be visible in this background. So select the text. You can change the font the way you want or anything you want to do. So try out different things and just practice it. Go to the real world and design your own posters with image tracing. So here this is. You can use the project files to practice the skills in case you want a revision of anything. Otherwise, keep learning and keep moving ahead. Hi, welcome back, friend. Here in this lesson, you're learning how to trace an image of a mic and create a clipping mask and then a poster of this mic. So let's do it. So just go to the tracing workspace, select this image and trace it. You can trace it using different presets. Low fidelity would be a better quality image. It will look like an oil image. You can alternatively trace using different presets, 6 color, 12 color, and a different color fidelity, even in gray color and alpha channels. So let's go with 16 color fidelity. So now we'll be creating an outline of this image because we don't want the traced background of grayscale to appear in our poster. We just need this condenser mic in our poster. So you can do it in different way. You can either go with the Photoshop and use the lasso tool. Lasso tool is also available in Illustrator. I will be using a pen tool to just mask this mic out. So just place it um, the points accordingly where you want. I'm just roughly drawing it. Some components may overlap. So this is a simple cutout. It doesn't require any high-end skill. Sometimes you may have complex images, so it will be better to use lasso tool instead of using pen tool. So here just get the selection, go to the selection tool, select the background as well as this new shape and right click clip mask. So here we got a clipping mask of this mic. So what is a clipping mask? For those who don't know, clipping mask is a common mask of an image where you clip a boundary of an object from the background. So here we have technically cropped this mic from the background. So we wanted a vector mic, so that's why we use tracing. So here you can paste it over to the background. You can expand any background. So here we have drawn a rectangle with the white color background. Just reposition it accordingly to the size of poster or an invitation card you want to design. So here I will be designing a poster for an open mic stand-up comedy show. So you can place a condenser mic uh, on the right hand side or either the left hand side. So this mic is facing towards inclined towards the left hand side. So I will be placing our text on the left side. So just use the text tool to resize your text so that it is visible to the audience. So just type anything. Here I'm typing open mic and just rescale it. So just increase the size and you go to the selection tool and reposition it the way you want. You can also separate the text, say open and mic in different lines. So you can edit the font size, and anything you want. So I'll just take this simple font. So that's it. You can also put some more details like venue or time of the performance of the event. So just type anything, say 4 p.m. This is the time of the event, or anything you want. Right. After that, we will be using extracting the same color scheme from the mic using the eyedropper tool. So here, just go to the eyedropper tool, take any color from the mic, so it will look decent enough. So a golden shade would work here. So because our condenser mic is of golden shade, it has a different colors. So we'll be using the same choice of colors. So the text could be written in either in dark color or in the light color, but it must be reverse of the background. Here we got a lighter, moderate light colored background. So you can take say darker color text. Just select your mic and replace the color. So try creating your own poster images using tracing and clipping mask. Keep learning and keep moving ahead.